A kid out of SoCal is now in control of one of the biggest teams in all college football, and I think he has what it takes to win it all. So what's up with DJU?
Uiagalelei, firing deep ball downfield. Cornell Powell with the catch for the touchdown.
Out of what is considered the Inland Empire in SoCal, DJ was seemingly destined to be something great, as his father was not only an impressive JUCO athlete, but around 400 pounds, and during his heyday, a bodyguard for some of the biggest names in music. As you could probably guess, it didn't take long for DJ to take advantage of this greatness, as he was the USA High School Offensive Player of the Year as only a junior. That season, he passed for over 3,300 yards and 48 touchdowns, but still was far from at his best. Going into his senior year as one of the top prospects in the nation put quite a bit of pressure on DJ. But after committing to Clemson, DJ didn't really care about all the pressure and just wanted to show out that year, and was able to do that and much more as he ended the season with over 4,200 yards and 48 touchdowns. Growing up with a monster of a man as a father created a beast in DJ on not only the football field, but also the baseball diamond. DJ had the ability to pitch a fastball at over 90 miles per hour as only a high schooler. In fact, his coach even said he could easily make it to the majors if he wanted to with his kind of talent. Pretty impressive for such a talented quarterback, but it just shows just how much DJ brings to the table. A recruiting analyst from Sports Illustrated even went so far to say that he has one of the strongest arms in recent memory. All this baseball talk is interesting, but let's get back to the play on the football field. And although DJ can bring a ton to the table as a great athlete, he is also a natural leader and a great athlete. There are not many better combos to have as a quarterback, so the fact that he can not only play on the football field, but also lead in the locker room is a great sign for his future potential in not only college, but in the pros. As the 24/7 sports director would say, he's just getting started. Leaving Bosco with over 6,000 yards and 77 touchdowns in only 2 seasons is not only a testament to his talent, but consistency, as he only had 9 interceptions throughout the entire time. Going into Clemson, DJ was making his way into an organization that is known for great quarterback talent, from guys like Deshaun Watson to most recently Trevor Lawrence. With a great deal of pressure on him to perform in Death Valley, you would think that DJ would doubt his game. But my man doesn't work that kind of way, as he has been put under the spotlight since he was in high school. If you think high school is early, DJ got an offer at grade 6. Crazy, right? But the fact that they knew he was going to be great had to mean something. Going into his senior season at Bosco, DJ was deciding between Oregon and Clemson, and although he was automatically going to be a backup his first year with the Tigers, he saw it as a better opportunity to make it big, and I think he was right. If you play at Clemson, you will get the chance to play in some of the biggest games in all of football. No hate towards Oregon, it's just that Clemson is arguably one of the top 3 schools in all college football, and so they always make their way into the playoff. Upon that, Clemson has a great culture and head coach in Dabo Swinney that fosters great play. A funny story about how Dabo first found out about my man DJ was during a camp, and when DJ was throwing the football to receivers, the passes were so hard that Dabo thought someone was going to get hurt. Stuff like that is just not normal, and shows just how unique DJ's play is compared to his colleagues. Well, it seems like following the camp that DJ left a pretty good impression on the Clemson coach, and after the two hit it off, DJ made a trip to Death Valley. Going into 2020, it was looking like it was going to be a wash for DJ, with the Heisman hopeful and Trevor in front of him. But luckily for DJ, a certain virus thought otherwise and took Trevor out of 2 games. Against Boston College was DJ's first time to show the kind of ridiculous talent that got him here in the first place, and he lived up to it with over 340 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 34-28 victory over the Eagles. Although it was a much closer game than it might have been with Trevian, these ACC teams are no joke, and the fact that DJ's first start was a win is a great sign. Even though the matchup against Boston College was tough enough, out of all weeks for Trevor to be out, it had to be against Notre Dame at Notre Dame. Not only one of the best offenses, but upon that, one of the most talented defenses in all of college football. Going up against the undefeated Irish was rough to say the least, and after going back and forth for the entire game, it became an overtime affair. Try to imagine you're playing against the top 5 team in all college football at their place as not only a freshman, but a quarterback of the number 1 school of the country at the time at their place. A lot of pressure. And although DJ is usually able to close these out, Notre Dame was too much to handle as they won 47-40. Even though the game goes down as a loss in the record books, I think the experience for DJ was a win in its own right for such a young player and will help him prepare for those big matchups as a starter. Nonetheless, Trevor came back for the rest of the year, and you all know what happens. So let's just fast forward to the present. Coming off of a 2-game showcase with over 900 yards, 5 touchdowns passing, and 4 rushing as only a freshman, has many, including myself, excited for what's next. Before we talk about what's next for DJ, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more stuff like this, and turn on noties in order to stay tuned. Anyways, back to the video. We know that DJ is talented on the football field, but he has yet to prove himself in the entertainment industry. After signing a deal with Dr. Pepper following the whole athlete likeness thing, DJ is in for a great deal of attention from all sorts of companies as the first collegiate athlete to announce something like it. What's crazy is while writing this exact line, I was watching Nebraska versus Illinois and this popped up. I guess the whole endorsement thing has already begun, and I'm glad that someone as awesome as DJ can get his money. Although as of right now, he's just in Dr. Pepper's Fansville ad. It is only the beginning. I mean, he shot 2 hours of stuff for the Fansville series, and upon that already has a deal with the chicken company Bojangles. Anyways, back to football, and going into his sophomore year, DJ is seen as a top 3 Heisman contender, behind only the guy that everyone thinks is going to win in Spencer Rattler, and Bama quarterback Bryce Young. This kind of attention is expected out of a starting Clemson quarterback, but I think that DJ can live up to it and more, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ended the year with a certain trophy. Thankfully for DJ, a stud wideout in Justin Ross is back with the team, and upon that 2 extremely talented backs in Lynn J. Dixon and freshman Will Shipley are going to help him out in the backfield and could be key pieces to a potential Heisman season. Having that level of talent around him will force DJ to be at his best, but I think DJ has what it takes to be even better than them. I think that DJ is going to set a standard in 2021 as one of the best players in college football, and you kind of have to be as a Clemson quarterback. No matter the case, DJ is just one of those guys that you want to do well, and after watching all the Clemson vlogs, you see how great a guy DJ is, and the humbleness that he's displayed in those gives me the impression that he was born to be a leader. If we go through the checklist of everything DJ brings to the table, he is a great leader, has excellent arm talent, and can run the ball if he needs to. Pretty awesome, right? Yeah. But as Colin Cowherd would say, he's got to learn tempo. Although adjusting your throw powers seems like something easy to fix, throwing the rock is like riding a bike. So to learn it a different way is tough, but it's definitely something that could be done for someone like DJ. Outside of a minor issue like that, DJ really doesn't have much to critique, outside of his lack of experience as a starter, which is not his fault by the way, but will show early on as they play Georgia in the opener. Although a rough way to start off the year, it's the only ranked team that they're going to play the entire regular season, so if they can win this game, then it can be a big indicator of what's to come for the Tigers. Although Georgia is a top 5 ranked team going into the season, Clemson has potential to be the best in the nation. So if DJ can at least play well against the Bulldogs, I think they have what it takes to close it out. Looking at the season as a whole, if I had to guess, I think that Clemson is going to win this Saturday and then go undefeated like they normally do. Keep in mind, they not only have an insane offense, but a ridiculously talented defense with a star like Brian Breesy looking to dominate. Let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if DJ and the Tigers ended the year with a natty, because I think DJU can be the next big thing in Clemson. DJU has been under the spotlight since he was a kid and has lived up to it time and time again, so I wouldn't bet against him in Death Valley.
Pulls and has a big chunk play and more. Touchdown, Tigers!
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, it would be awesome if you could subscribe, like, and comment down below what stuff you want next. Anyway, see you all soon and peace out.